आबांचं नाव काय आहे?
नितीन.
तेवढं तर
नितीन.
So I remember first meeting Nitin in the year 2011. I had come to the office because I was doing an internship with AGROVET at the time, and I decided to sit in a chemicals meeting to see, what is happening in this business, because, NBG has such passion for chemicals. I wanted to see how the meetings were and what the company was doing. And I could see that he was leading the business so well. He was speaking with such poise, such confidence. He knew his subject matter so well.
Oh, I met Nitin decades ago, and he was and has always been very warm and friendly and wise.
So Nitin is management trainee 1989 batch, and I joined in 1990, and in my batch we were 20 of us and there were 4 beautiful girls. And Nitin was always hovering around the conference room where we used to sit to create access. So our first interaction was as competition, and everybody knows Nitin is very handsome, and you can imagine how handsome he was in 1990.
And I remember Nitin, being very impressive, very sharp. You could immediately tell he understood everything about the discussion, both from the perspective of Godrej Chemicals, but also the impact it would have on the group as a whole. And I think what was wonderful to see was his interest in doing what was right for Godrej, I think, shone through immediately.
He is extremely good at connect. Okay, his connect with people, okay, irrespective of level, is truly amazing. And then over a period of time, I've seen the relationship, etc. He builds and he maintains, truly amazing.
I think my impression of Nitin, which is sort of never really changed, was this very solid, very loyal Godrej leader who is super kind and, radiates a lot of good energy and joy around him.
I remember coming back from school and not really being happy there. I was quite little that time. Then one afternoon, the lady who ran the KRISH, she woke me up, and with my dizzy eyes, I just looked at the door, and there was this tall towering figure standing right at the doorway. And when my vision cleared, it was Daddy. So he had actually taken the day off, and he had come home a little early, so just to pick us up.
One of my fondest one would be while we were traveling together in the train to the Walia factory with a bunch of people. So he carried food from home and he ensured all of us ate it. I think that was really heartwarming for me.
My fondest memory of him was when we were together in a health workshop at Godrej 1, and there was a dietitian who had come who was trying to encourage people to eat healthier food. So cut down on carbs, she was saying, have less rice, have less roti. And then Nitin didn't like that advice. So in the Q&A, he asked, then why live? What's the point of living? So I thought that was really hilarious. It really showed his wit coming out in that moment.
Many fond memories of having a few drinks with Nitin, and particularly after that when he gets going on his old stories of the Godrej back in the 80s and 90s.
Huge ups and downs in the business. So I remember that when he took over from Mr. Hype, for a period of about 4 or 5 years, the business went through a very bad patch. So, but he did not lose his cool. He was very, very committed, very dedicated. And in the last 5 years, the business is like skyrocketed. So in both the phases, I have seen him maintain his cool. He's neither got dejected when it was completely out, nor was out in the 7th heaven when the business was at its top peak. But a great person, a people-friendly leader, a motivator all throughout, and very focused. I would say his life revolved around Godrej, and that was the end of his life.
Especially anyway, he's poking a bit of fun at Balram. I think always special moments.
My fondest memories are the travel that we did together. It was great fun to have Nitin as a traveling companion.
So I can still recollect, I guess I lost my father in 2016, and when I joined the office, probably he was the first one who came to me and he hugged me and he said that we are there with you, I'm there with you.
I had this heart attack in office. Okay, so I have a tendency to come early in office. So I was in office at around 8:15, and at that time very few people are there in office. Okay, one of the few people who come early is Nitin. So I'd come to office, I opened something to read, and I couldn't read a word. Okay, so I went to the washroom, splashed some water on my face, and I came out, something was wrong with me. So I just sat on the sofa outside the washroom, okay, and I started removing my shoes. I was feeling uncomfortable. I started unbuttoning my shirt, and with God's grace, Nitin walked in at that time. Okay, Nitin immediately dropped his bag and took me to the doctor, and thanks to him, I'm here. A special thank you to Nitin. But that's a memory which I hold, and I call it a fond memory because I'm alive and kicking.
So there's this nice term I heard a few years ago. It's called bounce back ability, where you bounce back from a setback. And I think Nitin could get a gold medal for bounce back ability.
Of course, high jump, he always aims very high.
If there was a medal for a big heart, I think that's what I would give him. I want to sort of quote a very personal story. A while back, Nitin had visited my home, and he started talking to my son, and they both exchanged their passion on perfumes. And he asked him, show me your perfume, and Siddharth, my son, sort of opened his cupboard and showed his collection of 10 perfumes. And then Nitin showed him a picture of his whole wardrobe, which was, I think, a couple of Godrej almiras full of perfumes. So it was like quite amazing. But what was even more amazing was, as he was leaving and as he got into his car, he called me and said that, here's a perfume bottle for Siddharth. I had an unopened bottle in my sort of office bag, so I would like him to use it. So just shows the kind of heart he always had.
Definitely a big fat gold for his dedication and his commitment to Godrej and for his tremendous team spirit. I think his character, and for me, Nitin's like a walking, talking embodiment of that value.
If I were to give him an Olympic medal for his performance, I would say it would be for perseverance.
A platinum medal for his melodic singing skills.
Godrej, definitely a gold medal, and I'd say it would be as a marathoner. The chemicals business and the strength it's come to under his leadership in recent years is visible to all of us, and we're all super grateful.
It's really a gold medal for marathon race, but even at the time of marathon race and the last lap, it is almost like a sprint, and a kind of probably a high jump, where he has really scaled our business from 1 crore to 655 crores. Amazing race.
Whistling, right? Yeah. He was when he was in his 20s or 30s or 40, he used to whistle for other reasons. But now when he's in 50s, when girls started calling him uncle, then he has realized now he has to concentrate on his Hindi old film song. But he whistles quite well, right?
Yeah. So I think he can whistle any old Hindi song. You can just name the song and he'll just go for it.
Yeah.
I think this is a time when we start thinking and enjoying our passion. I know your passion for music, your passion for being a DJ, and maybe one day you will sort of live that life. So wishing you all the best, and I hope this relationship never ends.
Nitin, enter into the politics. You can't lose election in Thane.
Chill.
And I wish him a very happy, healthy second innings, and I also wish that he continues to be accessible to his friends. And I can assure him that if he continues to meet us regularly, we will keep him very young and active.
So I wish him all the best, and have a successful life and an enjoyable life, more fun. But for alcohol, please don't come to us anymore.
I think Nitin has stopped coloring his hair 3 years back. If he had done that, we would mistake him for the new GAT that has joined. At the bottom of it, Nitin is young at heart, as young at heart today as he was 20 years back. And I wish Nitin continue to be young. Wish you best of luck, great success in life and good health.
So on a simple message, continue to love your vodka, your chicken masala, your friends, and what else? Did I miss out on anything? Because that's it.
Be patient. That is the thing.
I think I'll tell, I mean, no advices, but I think I'll just suggest him to take it slow now and focus on his health.
So I think first of all, a huge thank you. You know, it's very rare to have someone who's contributed as much as Nitin has to bringing the Godrej group to where it is today. So I think we all have a great amount of gratefulness.
He did mention that he's going to come and have lunch with Balram thrice a week. So hopefully we'll bump into him a lot. But I want to wish him a lot of peace. Nitin, keep whistling and keep spreading that joy and kindness more broadly in the world.
I'd like to thank him for all that he has done for us always, and to wish him a new innings filled with fun and relaxation and lots of great adventure.
Nitin, we value your leadership, we value your judgment, and we can always count on you going forwards. We'll always come back to you for your advice, for your inputs. We'll miss you in the GMC. Going forward, we'll always count on you, and I wish you all the very best for the second innings.
Nitin joined us in '85 and steadily began to thrive. In the plant, he worked his way. For further studies, he went one day, obtained a management degree, continued as a management trainee. The chemical business started small, but now, of course, it stands quite tall. And every time we hit a low, we figured out how to grow. Our customers said, there's no way we possibly could now pay the prices that we had agreed. We tried, but couldn't succeed. Some were tempted, but Nitin opined our pillar of support was trust. And if it fell, we would go bust. We grit our teeth and bore the pain and lived to fight once again. For manufacturing, we all know Mumbai is not the place to grow. We knew we had to change our path and make the move to Ambernath. The shift was a major business cost, but for the group, nothing was lost. The gain came to properties. They went on to build the trees. Nitin had a major role to play. Stoically, he went on his way. Our oleochemical story strange, but we got a complete range. Over time, our team became quite sure that specialty chemicals help us endure. That is what we would need in order to really succeed. We will now use them more and more. The benefits are there for sure. Nitin's town halls do inspire. The entire team is set on fire. They persist and never tire. To greater heights they all aspire. Our GMC's full of bonhomie. They have a special camaraderie. But Balram and Nitin are a special pair. They have so much that they do share. The notes exchanged by these bros ensures that business steadily grows. Together, we will walk the talk, always persist and never balk. Now that we have seen the light, the future will be very bright. Nitin, thanks for all you've done. You soldiered on, and so we won.
Thank you for all you have done for Godrej, Nitin, and all the very best.